Hey y'all, Patton with Wild Texas Outdoors here, and today we're going to be going over what's in our pack for a backcountry elk hunt. We're actually leaving in 2 days for Colorado, so once I load this up, it's probably not coming back out. So starting off, what I'm going to be wearing in, I go with the First Light Corrugate Guide Pants. Underneath that, I like to have darn tough merino socks. They breathe well, they wick moisture, and they dry really quickly. I usually have gaiters over my feet, at least first thing in the morning whenever it's wet. It also helps if you're going over some little rocks and dirt, keep stuff out of your shoes. The boots I'm gonna wear are these Salomon Quest 4D, 3 GTX, something like that. I wore them all last season and they definitely have a few more hunts left in them. Great waterproof, they're comfortable. You could almost put these on right out of the box and be good to go. Up top, the First Light short sleeve wick. The First Light short sleeve wick t-shirt is what I'll be wearing to hike in. And depending on the time of day, I'll also have on the Chama, or this is actually the newer version, the Kiln. It's easy to put on and off and it regulates temp well also. This year I'm gonna go ahead and carry just one knife. I'm gonna use the Zc Azula, and I'm going to carry this knife instead of having an outdoor edge with the replaceable blades. I got a really good edge on this, and I'm also going to be bringing the Work Sharp guide sharpener. I'm not sure if it's going to be a game time decision if I leave this in the truck or if I bring it in my pack. I'm even considering taking off the coarser plate and leaving that behind just to kind of drop another ounce. I do wear a belt. Even whenever I have a backpack on, I have this nice, it's a really thin belt. It clips together easy on the front and it tightens down. Doesn't get in the way of your hip belt and it's comfortable. One of the last things I'll be wearing in is my Bino Harness. This is the Alaska Guide Creations Cub, and we'll kind of go over what I have in here. Up top, I like to keep my smoke in a bottle, easy to access. And on this side over here, I'm going to keep a lens cloth. And on the other small pocket in here, I keep chapstick as well as a little lighter. I'll end up probably putting 10 to 12 inches of Luco tape on here just to bring some along. Some people don't like to take it off the roll. I haven't found it to really affect it. Up in the front, I keep my headlamp. This is a Black Diamond Spot. A little bit of a learning curve to these guys, being that they have pretty much one button, or two if you count the little brightness guy on the side. But these are awesome. Flood, spot, and the batteries last really long as you remember to lock them. And here I also like to keep my Phelps Easy External. I keep it on what a lot of people use as their rangefinder cord, and it's just easy, and if I need to, I can drop it, and it's no problem. Zip that up. Actual optics, I use the Vortex Diamondback 10x42s. I'll probably go ahead and leave my tripod mount on there, but I'm not going to be bringing the tripod this time. And then as a rangefinder, I have the Vortex 1300 Ranger, or the Ranger 1300. I upgraded my trekking poles this year to the Lecky Legacy lights. On the training pack hikes we've done, they've been awesome, and I'm excited to use them in the backcountry. I also use a tarp shelter system, which we'll get to, and they come in handy there. I do have the Phelps little game call pouch that I keep hooked up to my pack as well, which would probably be a good time to mention. Down here I have the EXO K2 3500. It's been an awesome pack. It's comfortable, it fits everything I need to, and it's my go-to. Camp shoes, I keep some knockoff Crocs. I love my regular Crocs, however, these ones are literally half the weight than your brand name Crocs. So those are easy to go. Kind of getting away from what I'm wearing, what I'll be packing in clothing-wise. I always have an extra pair of socks. These are the Darn Tough. I think they're hiker or hunter cushions. That next step up than the micro lights that I'm also going to be wearing. First Light Merino Beanie, really great to have in the morning. I actually found myself even sleeping with it on last time, just a little bit of comfort, keep the ears warm. I usually don't pack in another pair of boxers. However, I'll have these at the truck, and if we do go on a 6 or 7 day leg, I probably end up bringing another pair of smart wool boxers. That's also what I wear in. Going to the rain gear, I always bring my First Light Storm Light rain jacket, and then kind of a truck time decision depending on what the weather's looking like, if I'm gonna bring the Storm Light pants as well. My puffy is the Uncompadre, the First Light Uncompadre jacket. Super warm. I love that it has the hood on it, and this also doubles up as my pillow. It packs into its own pocket and is a great pillow. Right here is the shelter. I have the Seek Outside DST tarp. Works great. I went ahead and seam sealed it like they recommend. No problems there. I like to bring along some Z-Packs Z-line. I won't bring all of this. I might cut it in half or just cut out some pieces that I need. This is the reflective cord, so at night it shines great. It's not the slick cord, so if you're trying to use this for bare lines or for your food, it does not pull over limbs easy. You're going to want to get the Z-line slick line. In here I got tapes also from right here I have stakes also from Z-Packs. These are the 6.5 inchers. They work great. For my bladder, I used the Black Ovis 3 liter and an insulated hose, and I went ahead and put a quick detach on here. It allows you to easily add in filtered water without having to do a whole yard sale. Just make sure you keep up with your mouthpiece. This is the Therm-A-Rest Zc. Awesome little piece of comfort. It's nice to be able to sit on this whenever you're glassing. I like to have it right outside of my shelter to step on whenever you're getting into your bag. I also end up pulling this next to my sleeping bag and kind of using it as a nightstand throughout the night and put all of the stuff I want close to me right by. These are the Black Ovis game bags right here. These are the elk bags, bone in. Go ahead and carry these in my bladder pack, in my bladder sleeve in the pack. Right here, this is a KUIU small ultralight bag. I kind of use this as my little daily kit. In it, I keep some meds, Advil, Tylenol PM, some allergy medicine, some gut medicine, if needed. I also keep some toilet paper and wipes, my toothbrush and toothpaste. I have some eye drops in here in case you get something in your eye, as well as some Body Glide, which is great for chafing. Next bag up, this is kind of my safety bag, my backups bag. In here I keep some things like pyro putty, a patch kit if you need to patch the tarp or a sleeping pad. I also keep some backup water filtration. I got Aquamirror droplets in here. I keep 3 AAAs in here for my headlamp as well, and I go ahead and wrap them up in just a small piece of duct tape to make sure they're together and not touching out on anything. And then I keep a small Ziploc of some other medical type stuff. I have some tweezers, aspirin, a couple small things of gauze. I got some butterfly Band-Aids, antiseptic, some alcohol towelettes, just small things of that nature. In here, this is my electronics kit. I have my Poseidon Dark Energy as well as all of my charging cords that I might need, micro USB charger, iPhone charger, things of that nature. Kind of going back to the safety, I have the Garmin InReach Explorer right here. It works great. 1, if your phone dies, you have a whole nother set of maps to go off of. 2, it's a little bit of comfortability and peace of mind knowing that if something happens, you do have the ability to hit that SOS button and have rescue on the way. You can also, if you don't have signal, it's a great way just to keep in touch with people at home. Send a simple text message, letting them know you're okay or letting them know that you got one down. In this, this is a KUIU medium ultralight, and the reason I like these KUIU bags is they're waterproof, and in here I keep my water system and it doesn't always dry off, and I know that I can throw it right back into my pack and none of my stuff's gonna get wet. In this water filtration kit, I have the MSR 6 liter, and it's easy to fill up, load up with water, add in your Sawyer mini filter right there, and it's quick and easy. Use the quick detach, and that was kind of going back to what we were talking about with your hose. If you have this guy on here, you just pop off your mouthpiece, clip them in, you're easily able to refill your bladder and your pack without taking all your stuff out. I also carry this 1 liter Sawyer squeeze pouch. I like to put my Mountain Ops Enduro in here and shake it up and drink it. Works great. And if you need to, you can also carry a little bit more water, really lightweight. My cook system, I use the Jetboil flash. Got everything in here from the stove, the little stand, and my fuel. Fits all in there if you use the smaller Jetboil fuel, as well as I like the Tokes spork. Make sure you get the long handle for getting into the mountain house. Going back to, actually we'll start here. Sleep system, I have the REI Lumen. It works great, lightweight, more than affordable. And it kept me warm on nights that there was ice on the ground all around us, so I have no complaints there. Underneath me, I use the Neemo Tensor field insulated pad. This guy works great, blows up in, I think like 16 or 17 breaths I've counted one time. It doesn't have the big valve to dump air, so you do need to remember in the morning, first thing, kind of unscrew it and let it start draining out while you're packing up your bag. I also use these straps to keep my pad and my bag attached. When you're in the backcountry, you're not always on flat, even ground, and this really helps from sliding, while you're in your bag, this helps from sliding off of your pad. I know some bags have the sleeves, mine doesn't. Now kind of some comfort items. These are, again, I talked about the Work Sharp sharpener. That's gonna be a game time decision if I do or do not bring the whole thing, just depending on really how many days we're gonna be going in for. Next year, I'll probably get just a small ceramic rod to carry, no problem. Pen, this actually goes in my daily kit for writing on licenses, anything. I like to bring a little small thing of cards. There are times when you're hanging out on the mountain waiting for the wind to change, and it's a great way to pass the time. I also bring a little plastic flask for celebration when we do get something down, or if it just starts pouring rain and you're gonna be sitting in your tent all day, too much fog to go see, it's easy to pass the time as well. And last thing, Bugle Tube. I like the Phelps Unleashed Bugle Tube. Carry that around as well. All of this goes into my XO 3500 pack really easily. I'll show you how we pack it up in another video. If you like these What's in My Pack videos, make sure you like them, subscribe, and we'll be sure to keep more coming in your feed.